I've been off for a couple of days. I haven't made a video in a little while now. Watching a press conference, Kamala Harris was speaking about how they're going to handle the pandemic and just putting forward, preliminary comments of how they're going to handle it. And she's speaking about how we're not Democrats, we're Americans, and all this kind of stuff. Let me say this. No. We're Democrats. I'm a socialist, but I'm a Democrat. I guess you'd have to, if you want to put me in a box. I'm a Democrat. I take the pandemic serious, and I take infectious disease serious. And I think that Donald Trump, Republicans have made a mockery of this pandemic from day one. They've made a mockery of public health. They've made a mockery of the CDC. They've made a mockery of Dr. Anthony Fauci. And Trump has put also his life in danger. This we're American stuff, it's just the beginning of what I'm talking about. Because it's almost like legitimizing Republican behavior. That, well, you don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to do this. And then, well, wearing a mask is soft. Men don't wear masks. You know, you're less of a man because you're worried about a pandemic. You know, even now, guys, a lot of folks are taking this vaccine, and I'm not sure we'll even be able to probably. I don't think we'll get around to even issuing it to the public till sometime next year, July or April of next year. You know, spring, summer of next year. What I'm saying. So we still got to get through this winter. I would make this very clear that no, we're Democrats, and we value public health, and we value science, and we value human life. And we're coming out of a presidency with a president that doesn't hold those same values that I just uttered. In fact, he thinks it's funny. He's talked about people will die and stuff like that. I mean, this is a person who doesn't value human life and public health. So I just want to make that clear, because Trump does that. He doesn't do this stuff of, well, we're all, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. You know, I think that we've got to play dirty. And it's not even playing dirty. We've got to put the point out there to the public that we care about the little guy. Trump's brand of republicanism doesn't. And I know Trump won't be president no more, but I'm talking in regards to the policies he put forward, these ideas of division, political violence, the vulgarity, the rallies where he's attacking. I'm talking about all of that. This culture of violence, and really, it's a politics of barbarism. If you want to be honest, it's a politics about putting out opposition information against the head of the CDC. Why would you do that during a pandemic? Well, unless you were trying to make Dr. Fauci like a fool. That's the only reason why. Nobody else would do that. Nobody. I just think that we need to be more clear about that. We need to be sharper. We need to be more on point. I watched Sam Cedar earlier, and he talked about how Republicans, we have to make the Republicans step out there and put their ideas on Front Street and explain. Because so much of conservatism is like, well, I'm a Christian and I believe in this and I believe in that. It's broad policies, broad ideas that don't really go anywhere, just tax cuts and stuff. And it's not even about, not getting into that. My point is just that you should be sharper about that. We need to be out there. We need to speak out. We need to delineate. We need to sharply delineate our path and what we want to do, and the difference of what we want to do from the path that America's been going the last 4 years. Thank you for listening.